In the competitive world of legal education, students face an immense challenge: memorizing vast amounts of case law and statutes. Research shows the average law student must recall over 5,000 legal principles. Our protagonist sits surrounded by towering law books, highlighting text in frustration. This scene establishes the critical need for effective long-term memory strategies in legal studies, where traditional rote memorization methods consistently fail. Enter Professor James Mitchell, a Supreme Court litigator with 30 years' experience teaching at Harvard Law. His groundbreaking research reveals that top 1% legal professionals use systematic memory encoding rather than repetition. The brain remembers meaning, not words, he explains to 200 attentive students. Studies show his methods improve retention by 300% compared to traditional techniques. This lecture becomes our protagonist's turning point. Neuroscience reveals memory formation occurs through synaptic plasticity in the hippocampus. When we attach emotional significance or create mental connections, memories consolidate into long-term storage. Functional MRI studies demonstrate that legal experts activate different neural pathways than novices when recalling cases. This explains why our protagonist's highlighting method failed. It didn't create meaningful neural connections. The spacing effect, proven by 85% of cognitive studies, shows information reviewed at increasing intervals stays in memory longer. Our protagonist now uses a spaced repetition app, scheduling reviews of constitutional law concepts at optimal 2 to 4 7-day intervals. Legal educators confirm students using this method score 22% higher on bar exams. Physical flashcards for landmark cases are color-coded by review frequency. Ancient memory palaces meet modern legal education. Our protagonist creates vivid mental images for complex precedents, imagining Miranda rights as a singing police officer, Miranda. Research from Oxford shows mnemonic users recall 78% more case details after 6 months. For Dred Scott, they visualize a sinking ship, Dred, with dollar bills, economic impact floating away. This dual coding engages both verbal and visual memory systems. Mock court becomes the ultimate memory test. Our protagonist now stands before 3 stern professors, answering rapid-fire questions without notes. Active recall forces the brain to retrieve rather than recognize information, strengthening memory pathways. Studies show 10 minutes of recall practice boosts retention more than an hour of rereading. The professors nod approvingly as case citations flow effortlessly, a stark contrast to Scene 1's struggles. Harvard sleep studies reveal Stage 3 NREM sleep is when the brain replays and consolidates daily learning. Our protagonist now prioritizes 7.5 hours of sleep, tracking cycles with a wearable device. During sleep, the hippocampus reactivates, strengthening connections between new legal concepts and existing knowledge. This explains why all-nighters backfire. Memories can't consolidate without proper sleep cycles. Professor Mitchell shares his 25-year morning ritual, 20 minutes of meditation to clear mental clutter, followed by reviewing just 3 key cases with fresh focus. Neuroscience confirms this combination increases memory encoding efficiency by 40%. His workspace features only today's materials, a radical contrast to Scene 1's clutter. Memory needs space to breathe, he notes, showing his minimalist case binder system. 5 years later, our protagonist, now a junior partner at a prestigious firm, confidently argues before the state Supreme Court. Their preparation uses all learned techniques: spaced outlines, mental mnemonics, and sleep-optimized scheduling. Court transcripts reveal 98% accurate case citation recall. The once overwhelmed student has become what cognitive scientists call a domain expert, with knowledge organized for instant retrieval. In full circle moment, our protagonist teaches memory techniques to first-year students at their alma mater. Psychological studies show teaching information improves the teacher's own retention by up to 90%. The classroom whiteboard diagrams dual coding theory while students practice creating case mnemonics. One overwhelmed student in back looks hopeful. The cycle continues with new generation of legally trained minds.